Hello everyone, I would like to move on to the new topic today, that is linear differential equation of second and higher order. So the definition of linear differential equation of second and higher order is given as an equation of the form. So d power n by dx power n is nothing but the nth derivative. So dy by dx is nothing but capital D derivative. So d power n plus p1 of x into d power n minus 1 plus p2 of x into d power n minus 2 plus and so on p of x of y is equal to q of x, where d is nothing but dy by dx. So this is the equation of nth order differential equation, where p1, p2, p3 and so on pn and qn are all continuous and real valued functions of x. So any equation which is of this form is called a linear differential equation of order n. So in unit 2 we are going to the second and higher order. The concept is we have to take the order. So the definition is very clear. Any equation which is of the form d power n. So this is d power n minus 1, d power n minus slowly reducing. So p1, p2, p3 and q are all the continuous and real valued functions of s is called the linear differential equation of order n. So to illustrate this point I have given so many examples here. That is dy by dx is nothing but the derivative. So in short form I am telling d cube minus 9d square plus 22d minus 15 of y is equal to 0. So this, if you see, the order n is equal to 3. The highest derivative is 3, therefore the order is 3. So when you see this question, so d power 4 minus 2d cube minus 3d square plus 4d plus 4 of y is equal to 0. This is also the linear differential equation of second and higher order of 4. Here n is equal to 4. The highest derivative is 4. And if you see this question, that is d cube minus 14d plus 8. Here the highest derivative is 3. The order is 3 here. This is y double dash. Y it is derived for 2 times. Therefore it is d square minus d dash minus 2 of y is equal to 0. So this is the linear differential equation of second and higher order. Order 2. So we have so many questions here, so many equations. Our purpose is to solve these equations. How to solve the equation? So in this case, the general solution of the above equation is of the form y is equal to CF plus PI. So this is the most important thing. So the solution, general solution we'll get by adding up of CF and PI. What is CF? CF is nothing but complementary factor. We have to find out the complementary factor. I'll tell you how in my next videos. And this is PI, particular integral. We have to calculate both and we have to add up these two to get the general solution of the above equation. So if I go back once again to the beginning, an equation of the form d power n plus p1 of x into d power n minus 1, p2 of x into d power n minus 2 plus and so on pn of y is equal to q of x. You don't miss this. Is equal to q of x. This whole equation, it is the linear differential equation of order n. For example, it is order 3, it is order 4, it is order 3 and it is order 2. So to find the solution of this equation, this type of equations, we have to calculate CF and PI. The CF is nothing but complementary factor and PI is equal to particular integral. So how to find the complementary factor? So how we have to find the complementary factor? For finding the complementary factor, we have to use this auxiliary equation. So what is this auxiliary equation? Let's learn. The question which I have told you, that is linear differential equation of order n. So for this equation, the algebraic equation f of m is equal to 0. So what is f of m? In place of d, I have to replace m and equate it to 0. So here the d is there, derivative, nth derivative. In place of d I have replaced m power n This is P1. In place of D again I am substituting M power n minus 1 plus P2. In place of D again I am substituting M power n minus 2 plus and so on. Pn is equal to 0. You have to keep is equal to 0. So E is called an auxiliary equation AE of f of d of y equal to 0. What is f of d of y equal to 0? This whole equation in short form, f of d of y is equal to 0. The auxiliary equation, see, this is the equation which you have to remember. F of m is equal to 0 is the auxiliary equation for the question f of d of y is equal to 0 or q. Here it is q here. So this is an auxiliary equation. How to find an auxiliary equation? So here is an example. If the question is like that, it is a linear differential equation of order 3. It is very clear. So the auxiliary equation, how I am finding? See, the auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. So in place of d I am writing m. So it will become m cube minus 2m square minus 3m is equal to 0. So this is the auxiliary equation. I'll solve it. In my next videos I'll solve and I'll completely show what are the roots and all and how to write the complementary factor. Just I am showing how to write an auxiliary equation. So this is also the equation of order 4. So the auxiliary equation, the auxiliary equation is, so what is the definition of auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation is, instead of d we have to replace m. So that is f of m equal to 0, m power 4 minus 2m cube minus 3m square plus 4m plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the auxiliary equation for the given linear differential equation of higher order. So next, this is the question. By seeing the question you have to identify that this is the linear differential equation of order 3. So immediately you have to write the auxiliary equation AUXILIARY. The auxiliary equation is, again it is f of m equal to 0. In place of d, the question I am changing d cube minus 9d square plus 23d minus 15 of y is equal to 0. This is the question which is of the form fd of y is equal to 0. See here, f of d of y is equal to 0. So for that the auxiliary equation is f of m equal to 0. The auxiliary equation is f of m equal to 0. In place of d, wherever I find d, I am going to substitute m. So what is the auxiliary equation? M cube minus 9m square plus 23m minus 15 is equal to 0 is the auxiliary equation. So hope you all guys understand what is an auxiliary equation. The question will be of this form. So this is the linear differential equation, the algebraic equation, f of m equal to 0. In place of d, simply replace m, so that you will get an auxiliary equation. After getting an auxiliary equation, I'll solve and find out the roots. The roots may be of different kinds. I'll tell you how to write a complementary factor using this auxiliary equation after finding the roots. So the next thing is, in each and every question, after seeing, immediately you have to write an auxiliary equation and you have to find the roots, and depending upon the roots you have to write the complementary factor. So see how to write the complementary factors. After finding auxiliary equation, we have to find the roots. I'll tell you in my next video very clearly how to find the roots and all. If the roots are real and distinct means different, how to write a complementary factor for the question, for getting the solution. If the roots are real, if m value, the roots of m are real values and different values you are getting. So for example, if I got the roots as 2, 3, 5. These are all real values and these are all different values. So how to write this complementary factor? Yc is equal to, for 2 I am giving one constant, and for 2 I am writing as e power 2x. For 3 I am giving another constant c2, I am writing 3 as e power 3x, and for 5 I am giving another constant, that is e power 5x. See how to write a complementary factor. For real values and different values, we have to take each constant for each value. C1 e power 2x plus C2 e power 3x plus C3 e power 5x. If the roots are two equal roots, see, if I get two equal roots, for example, if I take m is equal to 3 comma 3, these two are equal roots, I got two roots that are also equal. How to write the complementary factor? See here, the complementary factor y is equal to c1 plus c2x into, what is this root? Equal root 3, e power 3x. That is how we have to write. So for two equal roots, there should be a combination c1 plus c2x if they are two roots. If they are three equal roots, for example, if I got 4 comma 4 comma 4 after solving the auxiliary equation, then how to write this complementary factor? How to write this? The complementary factor. The complementary factor yc we can write as c1. See here, for two equal roots it is c2x, and we have to extend one more, that is c3 into x square into, what is this equal root? 4, that is e power 4x. That is how we have to write if we get three equal roots after solving an auxiliary equation. So how to write a complementary factor if I get four equal roots? For example, if I get 5 comma 5 comma 5 comma 5 as roots after solving the auxiliary equation, how I write this complementary factor? For 2, c1 plus c2. For 3 equal roots, c1 plus c2x plus c3x square into that equal root. And 4 equal roots means c1 plus c2x plus c3x square. I have to extend one more, that is c4x cube into e power 5x. See here, it is e power 5x. So if I get a complex roots, see, if I get the complex roots as plus or minus some 6i, then how to write this? How to write this complementary factor? Then yc is equal to c1 cos 6x plus c2 sin 6x. c1 cos x plus c2 sin 6x. This is how we have to write if I get a complementary roots. If the roots are real and complex roots, for example 2 plus or minus 3i, if I get a root like this, in my next video I will show how we have to get all the roots and all. If I get this kind of root, how to write this complementary factor? Yc. For real root I have to write as e power 2x. I have to take the real values in exponential notation, and for this complex roots I have to write as c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x. So this is how we have to write a complementary factor after getting the roots, that is real and complex roots. See here, if I get two equal and rest are different, if I get two real roots, see here, two are real roots, equal roots, and the rest are different, some 3, 4 if I take, how to write a complementary factor? See yc, these two are equal. For equal roots, for two equal roots, how I wrote? c1 plus c2x into e power that equal root. Like that I have to write for this also. For 2 I am writing c1 plus c2x into e power 2x plus. For 3 I have to take another constant, that is c3 e power 3x, and for 4 I have to take another constant, that is c4 e power 4x. So this is the way we have to write the complementary factor after getting the roots. So the roots will be depending upon the question, depending upon the auxiliary equation, depending upon how we solve. If I get a real and distinct, real and different values, I have to take different constant and I have to place e power 2x, e power 3x and e power 5x. If I get two equal roots as 3, 3, I have to write as the combination c1 plus c2x into e power 3x. This is the example I am taking and explaining. So depending upon the question and the values, you have to substitute. If I get three equal roots, for example, if I get three equal roots as 4, 4, 4, how I write the complementary factor? Yc is equal to c1 plus c2x plus c3x square. Here there is the second extension part, c3x square into e power, what is this equal root? 4. I am placing it as e power 4x. If I get 4 equal roots, see, example I have taken as 5, 5, 5, 5. Then the complementary factor can be written as c1 plus c2x plus c3x square plus c4x cube into e power 5x. If I get a complementary root, that is m is equal to some plus or minus 6i, 4i, 3i, whatever it might be depending upon the problem, then the complementary factor can be written as c1 cos 6x plus c2 sin 6x. If they are real and complex mixed together, that is 2 plus or minus 3i, then the complementary factor can be written as e power 2x into c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x. If they are two real and rest are different, if you see 2 are equal roots and 3 and 4 are different roots. So for equal roots we have to take the combination, and for different roots we have to take the different constants. So this is how we can write a complementary factor. In my next video I'll solve how to solve this auxiliary equation, how to break up the equation and make the roots, and with depending upon the roots how to write the complementary factor. Everything it will be very clear in my next video. Don't miss my video. I would like to expand on this topic by solving so many problems, different problems, so you will get a clear idea. So turning our attention to this one once again, this linear differential equation. So the equation which is of the form is a linear differential equation of order n. These are all the examples of unit 2. This is how we have to solve. So for solving this problem we have to find the solution. The solution will be two parts. In this video I told you what is CF, that is complementary factor. In my next videos I'll tell how to solve the particular integral. If you add both the CF and PI, we'll get the general solution of the above equations. So to find a complementary factor, first we have to know about auxiliary equation. What is an auxiliary equation? So in place of T we have to replace M. So this will be the equation. So we can easily solve to get the roots. So the roots will be different depending upon the question. So there are different kinds of roots. So this is how, if you see clearly, real and distinct roots, 2 equal roots, 3 equal roots, 4 equal roots. If we get a complex roots, real or complex roots, and 2 equal and rest are different, there are different kinds of the roots depending upon the question, depending upon the values. We have to write the complementary factors using this table. If you go thoroughly, so it will be very easy to find the complementary factor. So thank you so much. Please keep watching my next video, then you will get a clear idea to how to find the complementary factor. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share it to your friends.